Hey, Lazy. Lazy. Hey, Princess. Doug, do you want to go out? Are you coming? I'm going out.
Well, let's go do a recon. I don't believe Doug. He's absolutely... Well, actually, he's not lazy. I think he's worn himself out because he has been running for 2 days solid. I think tomorrow we're going to the vet. I sent Andy a email to ask him when he wants me to come out. So I think he's going to do it. He usually does everything himself for me. He doesn't. His assistants usually don't get too involved in our relationship. Doug, are you coming? Come on, Doug. You're not staying in all day. Come on. He won't move. And I've got my rubber boots on, so I'm not going to walk into the house. Come on, Doug. We got to go on a road trip.
Okay, this is ridiculous, dog. Come on. Come on, Lazy. Oh, you. This running, eh? You've been laying around for 2 weeks. That's hard on you. Getting back into the groove.
Okay, you're not even stretching on the door. Wake up! Let's go! Oh, look at this! We got 2 little wild ducks. Are they ever small? Okay, we've got Canada geese. 3 of them down here. They're probably waiting for me to bring some corn out. I think that's what they are. They're waiting for corn. It does look like it's being picked over. Okay, the little ducks are going into the bush. I saw the coolest thing yesterday. I never got it in video, but the ducks were flying through the bush over there. Okay, I've lost them. I was on the back deck washing all the egg containers, and they were doing like some crazy flying through the trees. I couldn't believe it, actually. It was pretty awesome. Actually, it gave me a really crazy thought, and I'll share it with you guys because it was just really crazy. It would be because they fly. You know, I really love birds that can fly, even though you know they're going to fly away. It's just neat. I thought, wouldn't it be neat if you could legally, some way, you know, get yourself like about 100 pairs of mallards, wild mallards, breed them, raise them here, you know, on the lake. So, you know, maybe you get, 1,000 birds, maybe 1,000 birds, and just let them fly away. Just in the fall, you know, a lot of them are going to get shot by the hunters, but it would be just so cool to raise them because they're I think they're way prettier than the domestics. I think the domestics are, the colors aren't as sharp as the wild ones. The wild ones have just a ridiculously sharp color to them. I'm just looking at the wild ducks. They're walking deep into the bush. It's brilliant. They're just brilliant colors on them. And I love the fact that they can fly, even though they fly away. But, you know, think about this. What I go through in the fall, you know, the emotional roller coaster ride of loading them in the truck and off to the slaughterhouse. It'd sort of be a little happier, you know, if they were flying away and migrating, and, you know, some will get shot by the hunters. But the ones that don't, chances are they come back in the following spring. That'd be an interesting curve to take the show on. But you'd have to, go in partnership with the government to raise wild mallards. And I'm not a big fan of the government.
You're going into partnership with the government? Nah, definitely not. All right, guys, I think I have everything set up right today, camera-wise. Sorry I'm late. I did a big edit, huh? I keep screwing up in the morning rush here, guys, with the camera. I'm sorry.
Okay, look at her. She's got no limp. She's walking totally normal. It's too bad I can't heal all the ducks like that. I was doing an edit this morning and I was like, yesterday, oh, Stripper's coming out. Come on out, Stripper. Come on, I'll get out of your way. You know, the whole winter we lived together. Like, literally lived together. And you still act like I am some kind of predator. Oh, that's so cool that she came out. Yeah, so where was I? Oh yeah, yesterday's edit. I just finished it. I'm way behind, guys. Like, way freaking behind. It's noon before I'm letting the ducks out. That's how bad it is. But I had to get this edit done. And while I was doing the edit, I was realizing all the screw-ups yesterday with the camera and the equipment, the shaky mic. And, you know, I did a whole bunch of Argo footage yesterday. And what happened was, because the leverage of the mic on the top, and you know, and it was shaking like crazy, it was so, you know, flimsy, that it turned the camera off on me, which was my main sound, because that was the camera I was using for sound, because it had the big mic on it, and all my other cameras I didn't have the mics on it, the big, like a good mic to pick up the sound with no wind noise. So, you know, we got a whole bunch of wind noise in the Argo footage. The main camera turned off on me, which was my sync camera for getting the footage all to sync together. It was like, I just struggled. I just did a big struggle to do the edit. I'm you know, I'm hoping that I've got the bugs, you know, all worked out of it, and I get, you know, the camera, you know, situation back to normal. I do notice on this mic, it's a lot more left-right sensitive. I notice whatever side I've got the camera on when I'm talking, that seems to be the channel it's picking up. It's not like the other one. Okay, Stripper, you just come out and sit down. That duck is seriously pathetic. Poor little girl. Yeah, like, I really feel for her, man. I really do. You know, it's like I took, you know, such good care of her all winter. You know, and egg bucket. Good care of her all winter, and she's just so like, she would have never made it through the winter if I wouldn't have did what I did. And I don't know if she'll even make it through the summer. But hey, I'd rather have her, you know, perish out here, you know, free ranging, than being locked up all the time, because I was getting depressed looking at her being locked up, and I can't see her being that happy. All right, let's do egg recon, because I've got to go on a road trip. We've got to go to the motor shop and get that fan motor dropped off, because either I've got to get it fixed or I've got to get it back up here, because you know, the incubator's happening, man. It's like, and it's working so far. I need to knock on some wood here. Okay. All right, let's do egg recon. All right, where's Doug gone? Oh, he's sunning himself. You ran way too much the last 2 days, haven't you, dog? You know what he did this morning, guys? I got up at, I don't know, it was like 5:15, because I had that big edit, and I knew that it was going to be a little bit of a mess to do. And Doug and I came downstairs, and I had a shower, and I poured myself a coffee, and then I wondered, you know, all this, there was nowhere to be found. Like, I was looking in the kitchen, he wasn't in the living room. He went back upstairs and was sleeping in the hallway upstairs. He came downstairs with me, and I guess when I was in the shower, he said, well, I'm going back upstairs to sleep. You're a bad dog, right, Jim? But you're good. I love you, dog. All right, I'm going to do egg recon. And more than likely kick a tack duck out of the barn. It is another cool day, guys. And tonight's going down to -1. -1! It's like, it just sucks. Okay, she's got herself completely buried. Duck, if I didn't have to go on a road trip to the motor shop, I'd take you to the lake. I think you need a cool swim. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk to the lake. We're going for a swim. I think a swim might help you snap out of it. Okay, relax. Don't fight me. All right, guys, we're going to go for a impromptu walk to the lake. And she can swim back to the property. And Doug can come for a walk. Come on, Doug, let's go to the lake. Just listen to her, Dougie. She's loud. Oh, okay, no, not to fight. Okay, Duck, don't fight. Okay, she's getting mad. Holy moly's, Duck. Okay, she's fighting me like you would not believe. Okay, we got wild ducks in the bush here, walking ahead of us. Okay, there's ducks. Okay, my ducks are back in the bush here. Okay, what are you doing in here, ducks? Drilling. Look at them flying through the trees. That's awesome how they can do that. They're not going too far either. They just flew into the yard. Look at this group of ducks in here. Yes, Doug, it's a helicopter. Doug doesn't like helicopters either. Look at him. Helicopter gets him upset. I will tell you one thing, guys. Her belly is unbelievably warm. It's almost hot. It feels like a hot water bottle. She's in total egg brooding mode, man. I do not believe how hot she is. Okay, stop fighting. Oh, boys, Doc. Oh, Doug, right into the water. Oh, boy, you are she is nasty mad. Just listen to her. She's mad. Okay, Doug, stop moving the boat. Or the dock. Whoa! Okay, I gotta walk back here, guys. Doug keeps going back and forth. And I don't really want to go for a swim right now. Okay, she's gonna clean herself up. Oh, she's mad. Next duck to come down here is Mo. Actually, you know what? I just realized something. I didn't see Disco Duck come out of the pen this morning. But I am screwing up in the morning rush, guys. I'm telling you, I noticed during editing I'm dropping the ball on the camera action. Look at her. Oh, she's upset. Okay, I'm gonna go do egg recon. Oh, she's working her way back. Oh yeah, she's on a mission. Alright, Doug, let's go do our mission. I'm getting it packed down. Pretty soon though, it'll be all packed down flat. And if we get some rain after I get the Argo running right, I'll get it flat as could be. Because I did notice yesterday when I was packing it down, any place there was a lot of water, when I went over it the second time, I noticed the bulrushes changed color and they were totally flat. It'll be not impossible, but it'll definitely slow down the predators on sneaking up on the ducks. It's going to make it a lot harder because I've already talked to my buddy and he has no problem lending me the Argo this summer. But I am absolutely fixing his Argo for him so that it's like running totally right. It's a score for both of us actually. I just gotta go pick it up, bring it here, and it'll be running right. I'll just, pack down the new growth, take it back to him. Way easier than weed whacking. Weed whacking is brutal. But then again, weed whacking green bulrushes is really easy compared to the brown stuff. The brown stuff's just nasty stuff to cut. It's a lot of freaking work. That's why over the the last 2 years it's taken me so long to cut what I have cut here. Because it's like you can go swinging that weed whacker for 8 hours and then look back at what you cut and you go, oh, that took 8 hours. And then you got to look at what there's still to be cut, and it's like, okay, there's lots of 8-hour sections to do. Look at all this mud. This is from the ducks. So the ducks have been disappearing, coming in here drilling. The ducks are looking for fresh mud. Yeah, look at that. That's all been drilled up by the ducks. Oh, those 2 little wild ducks are still here. Yeah, so my silly idea, or not idea, silly thought I had about wild ducks. But there's another duck that has really, really caught my interest. And it's just, they're crazy, crazy expensive, is Mandarin ducks. There's, I was online looking, and there's a guy down by Kingston, and he breeds them. And a breeding pair, guys, for a pair of little Mandarin ducks, and I'm telling you, Google search images Mandarin ducks. Probably the prettiest duck I've ever seen. They're really, really small. They will fly away. You actually have to cut their wings. But $150 a breeding pair. I think they're related to the wood duck. But they're absolutely just gorgeous ducks. I think it would be just awesome to have, a whole bunch of them because they're so bright colored, and they're almost cartoonish colors. They're so bright. Okay, little upset duck just got out of the creek. She's standing on the edge of the creek now. Hopefully the swim cooled her off. She's coming back. She's flapping her wings now. She's coming back. Mo's going to be the next duck I take down there. Actually, I'm just looking here, and Mo is actually sort of cleaned up a little bit. Mo courting his women right now. Okay, I can hear her coming back, guys. Oh, too funny. She's just running like a little bat out of hell right now. Here she comes. Look at her. She's so fast. Oh, gotta take a stop there and do a little drilling in the mud. Alright, let's do egg recon. Oh, there's little wild ducks. They're not just going anywhere. They're sticking right with the group today. Here she comes. She's telling the other duck, you know what he did to me? He took me down there and threw me in the water. The nerve of him. Alright, let's do egg recon. Yeah, so the Mandarin ducks, I'm telling you, like, they're freaking awesome looking. If I could even find somebody locally that has some, I'd be tempted and trying to come up with 150 bucks to buy a pair because they're just so cute. But I've never seen any locally. The ads are always for like down in Kingston, and you know, they're like a 3-hour drive, 6-hour return. Well, 6 hours worth of driving, just the round trip, and not including while you're there. Basically it'd be like a day trip to go down there and get them. But if you saw them, guys, I'm telling you, like, they're just freaking gorgeous ducks. I think they are, anyways. You can't eat them. They're strictly, show duck. Show duck pet, Okay. I'm going backwards here this morning in the bar. I'm screwing myself all up here. It's supposed to warm up here in a couple days. Well, it's so cold that on the internet they've got a frost warning. It's that's how bad it is. It's a nasty north wind. But it happens all the time this part of the world. This is Canada. Okay, let's go do the shed. Oh, Dougie's. I'll stop at the post office today too because my plug for the bathtub might be in. All right, Doug is going to come in here and freak you out. Oh, look at that, Muscovy eggs. The Muscovies, the shape of them and the color. Oh, it's funny because they hiss at Doug like they're a toughie, like. Oh, look at this. Hiding eggs. Oh, knee cracked. Oh yeah, my back's out, guys. It's confirmed. I had a pinched nerve the other day. I told you about my limp that just hit me when I was walking down the street. Well, yesterday the ball of my foot did the old kink up thing, and it was painful. I had to take my rubber boots off and massage my foot to get the knot out. I think it's stress or the release of stress. Oh, I ate a lot of food. From my hearing being over with and getting the good news, which is sort of I'm having a hard time accepting. And bizarre, man. And I think that's what's happening. I was going through a stress that caused me to get my back to kink out, and then my back, comes out of kink because of the good news, and now I've got all kinds of weird things happening to my body. Bloody egg. Okay, look at her. She's walking around upset. I can pick her quack out, guys. She's got this unique upset sound on her quack. It's not a happy quack, it's a totally irked quack. Just look at her. She's like on a mission. Oh, I'm mad. Okay, she's going back down to the creek. She's too funny. We got 3 canned geese down at the creek right now. Oh boy, she's really hauling through the swamp there. Yeah, she's going back down for another swim. She's a funny duck. I have a different name for her that I say off camera, but I can't really say it on camera because this is a family show. But I love the name. But it's an adult themed name, guys. I personally, I'd wear a t-shirt with the actual name on it, but that's just me. Okay, that's it for eggs out here, it looks like. Oh, this is a big bucket of eggs today, guys. Like huge. I'm tempted in putting these in the incubator because I didn't. Well, it's been 24 hours, but I can keep track of one day off. I'm thinking I'm going to put them in the incubator. That's a good bucket of eggs. What do you think, Doug? Should I put them in the incubator? And then we'll go on a road trip to get the motor fixed, if we can or not. I think I'm going to do that, guys. I'm going to do the feed first. I know one thing, the feed consumption is way down. Serious drop in pellet consumption. They're doing a lot of free ranging. I think the ducklings this year on the hatch, we're not going to have that cement shell death thing we had last year. Shells are just far too thin for that to happen. Far too thin. They're not even remotely similar to last year's eggs. But I shouldn't say anything. Don't count your ducks before your eggs hatch. But I do have a good feeling about it. Or maybe I'm just being optimistic. But that isn't a bad thing, because a little optimism on the show is always good. Just don't want to be foolish optimism. We had 52 eggs, but one had a pinhole in it, so it's a pretty good haul of eggs. But I'm going to put them in today, and then I'll start collecting from this point on. It looks like we have 10 Muscovy eggs right here. The rest are not Muscovy. They're just, they have that teardrop shape to them and the color. Alright, let's put these in the incubator. And this will be the last time that I add eggs. One day is not the end of the world, because I go 29 days anyways with the hatcher. Okay. Oh, that's a ton of eggs, guys. It's going to be really interesting how the candling goes. I'm really excited. 8 days. Well, 7 days from today. We'll be candling, maybe 8 days, somewhere around that time span, looking for veins. I'm really excited about the candling, guys. I'm very curious, out of all of these eggs, how many are going to have veins in them. I know one thing, that's the biggest batch of eggs I've ever put in that incubator. All right, let's go on a road trip and take that motor to the electric shop and see what the deal is. Come on, Dougie, let's go on a road trip to the motor shop. I can't believe it. It's already 3:30. Man, oh man, everything took longer today. I can't believe how my day is totally screwed up, and I was up early, Doug, and we're not even in the garage working on the Argo yet. I have to put the key in the ignition, and it's hard with your head right there, you goof. All right, my plug is not in yet at the post office. Tracking says it won't be there till Wednesday, so we're just gonna go to the motor shop. All right, the electric motor place. It's a 220 volt, 50 hertz fan. When I first turned it on, it moved and it spun a little bit, made a little noise, worked about maybe 1/3, 25% of the speed. And then finally on the second time I went to fire it up, it just did nothing. It's got a wicked hum, but it's got like maybe last year, 2 months of running on it. That's it. Like it's.
I'll be taking a look at it. I won't make any promises.
Okay.
But I'll see what I can figure out.
Well, see what you can do with her. Yeah. So I'm coming to town tomorrow, just after noon. Well, Dougie's, we don't know if he's going to be able to fix it. Okay, let me in. Back. Can you get back, Doug? I thought I'd stop at the post office, and look at this. I got just a bunch of stuff today. Oh, I think this is the one I'm really waiting for. These are, I think, surprises. Or they might be my lost parcels from China. I did have some things that were lost. Oh, but this feels like a plug. It's bizarre. The online tracking said that it was not going. Oh, there it is, guys. Oh, look at this. The bathtub plug. Oh, that's serious, man. I can't believe the price of it, though. That blows me away. But it is going to solve the leaking problem of the bathtub. Well, when we get home, we're going to have to try this. It's a little bit ridiculously overpriced, though. But I think it's actually made in the States. Okay. Put a chain on it. There's the new plug for the tub in the duck pen. When we get home, we'll open the other parcels. Right, Doug? Guys, this is strange. Where are the ducks? There's some geese over there. Okay, I see like 3 geese, a couple of muscovies. Okay, the whole flock of ducks are gone, guys. Well, there's a little stripper right there by the logs. Doug chasing the squirrel in the tree. Squirrels go from tree to tree. Okay, well this is crazy. Where would the ducks be? This is it. This is all that's in the yard. Okay, there's 2 little wild ducks just flew in. Okay, some muscovies. Where are the rest of them? I'm gonna get my rubber boots on. I wonder if they're back there in the bush. My ducks have ran away. Oh, let's go find some ducks. This is like crazy, guys. I've never seen my yard so empty. Like there's no noise, nothing. Except for the ducks that are over there and the geese. And the 2 wild ducks. And there's a goose over there, a wild goose. They've got to be back here where I discovered all the drilling this morning. Let's see if that makes any sense. There's a hell of a lot of fresh mud being turned up in here. They're doing some drilling back here, but I don't see anything. Look at a whole flock of ducks disappear. This is crazy. Not a sign of them. Ah, look at this. Ducks, this is not the place to be. Let's see where they've gone. Okay, that's only 3 ducks. There's a lot more missing than 3. Okay, I see a whole bunch of ducks. There they are. They're all back in the bush. Doug, come on, let's circle around. We'll go around the fence line here and see if they're over here where it's wet. There's some big trees that have fallen on the fence here over here. Mother Nature in the winter storms. Alright, there's no ducks back here. They've all got to be closer to the house. I found the ducks. They're in this nasty, ugly bush in the water. The worst place for them to be. Actually, it's not a good place for you to be walking. Lots of black flies in here. Alright, I gotta get out of here before I get eaten by black flies. Oh yeah, the ducks have been doing a ton of drilling in here, guys. It's all mud. Still doesn't look like all of them though. Where are the rest of them? And Goose Lee was with them. Doug, why did you just do that? We're still missing ducks. Doug, heel. Yeah, we're still missing ducks. They're somewhere around here. I guess the bush mud is better than here. Oh yeah, there's more ducks appeared down here. In the bush. I bumped into my neighbor back there and he said he's seen them along the side of the highway the other day. They're all over the place. Real roamers. Alright, let's go get this bathtub plug happening and see how it works. See what $75 US gets you. I'm not too happy with what $75 US gets you actually. It's a little bit of a rip-off. But hey, nobody else makes them. Just came out of the garage and a bunch of ducks came out of the tall bulrushes over there. I leave them alone in the yard and they wander off. But you know, if I stay home all day, they never disappear. They're like kids. I took this apart. I wanted to see what it really was. Now the unit itself cost, I think it was $54, and then with the shipping it was like $74 US dollars. So that's like $1 billion Canadian. It's not even solid. I thought, you know, it would be like, you know, semi-solid or you know, at least a little more rubber than that. Anyways, that's it. It's basically a giant boat plug. You know what you find on the bottom of your boat, but for 3.5-inch holes. Alright, I've got a chain. I already put the chain on it, so let's go and see how this works with the duck bathtub. It should work. Alright, let's go. Let's see how this works. In theory, this should stop the water. Well, let's clean the tub up since we're starting off with a new plug. Well, let's find out if it's going back or if it's going to work. I think as I use it, the rubber will get softer. It's just pretty stiff right now. But that's definitely a seal. Serious seal, actually. There is no water going to be leaking out of this tub. Look at that. And I can take it out without even touching the inside. Except for when I go to put the plug back in, it's going to be a little bit of a get your hands right in there type situation. That's Spidorky, guys. That's a slick bathtub plug for a 3.5 inch hole. Look at that. I can just take it out. No more leaking water. Oh yeah, it's getting easier here the more I'm doing it. Alright, perfect. Now I just got to make this chain the right length. Right on. The ducks have left again, guys. They're back in the bush. I can see ducks all scattered through the bush. I see just their glimpses of their heads through the brush. I do remember this from last year, them doing a lot of wandering through the bush. Because I remember getting them off the highway last year. It's a crow, Doug. Let's see if the water has stopped flowing out of the bathtub. I can't believe the price of that plug and what you get. But it is made in North America. Oh, right on. Bathtub's going to stay full. That's just the water that's in the pipe right now. I don't know why I never thought about looking for a plug like that. I don't know. You know, because there was this thing as Google 3 years ago when I made this tub. I have no idea why I never thought of it. But it works. Another project I gotta do is I have to take this all apart and reconfigure it. I gotta basically I gotta put patio stones around it to stop the erosion. But I gotta take the tub out to do that. Got a little screwing around too, but that's this summer. It's not a job that has to be done right away. Alright, I'm gonna take this up to the garage and give it a cleaning. It lasted pretty good considering, you know, I just basically MacGyvered everything together and I got almost 3 years out of it. 2.5 years. But not as slick as that is. That's ridiculously slick. Alright, go clean this thing up. Get the grunge off of it. I got it cleaned up. I'm going to save it because if I ever make another tub, because I have another bathtub, and if I make another duck tub, I know this plug will work. I'll just make it work somehow. I know I'm not going to buy another $75 bathtub plug. One's enough. So I'll keep it for the future, just in case. I don't believe it's already almost 20 to 5. Where does my day go here? I'm telling you, you're working at home, you don't realize how the day flies by really fast. It's crazy, actually. It's almost time for supper. Alright, I washed my sleigh out that I use for shoveling poop all winter. I'll put it away for the year. Don't use the sleigh in the summer. It feels like it's getting harder to pull the sleigh. Doug! I was dragging it and I was wondering, it felt like somebody was putting the brakes on. You goof. Oh man. Okay, you're really making it hard, Doug. Oh, Doug, you're a silly dog. And this is really hard plastic, guys. For him to make gnaw marks like that, he's not biting lightly, trust me. The rendering should be done. I can upload now to YouTube. Now that Doug and I are walking around the yard, the ducks are appearing everywhere. A bunch of ducks just came out of the bulrushes down there. Bathtub's holding all its water. And we got some ducks appeared over here. The ducks are coming back, Doug. Okay guys, these ducks here just came out of that wet spot over there. Wherever there's water, it seems to be drawing the ducks to it. Look at them going back in there. Now, I know it's really wet back there too. It's got to be because of the rain. We've got water puddles all over the bush, and the ducks are looking for them. I was washing my boots and I heard a bunch of quacking, and you know, their little duck sounds. And I look up and they were coming out from over there where those bulrushes are, because it's all water in there. Okay, let's see what has shown up here in the mail today. Oh, my charger for the pivot heads. I thought this got lost. The little guy in China mailed it to me almost 2 months ago. And he actually just refunded my money, so I've got to send the money back again to him. Oh, look at that. I can charge all the pivot heads at the same time. I got to make a little charging block for them. Don't you love the pink? Had a choice, black or pink. So I can put 6 pairs of pivot heads at once onto this. Because I find if I charge the pivot heads on the computer, they only charge to about 70%, but if I put them on an actual charger, they actually charge to a full 100. But the problem is I've only got one little port charger. Oh, right on. Okay, I'll have to send some money. I'll have to send the money back to that little guy. But I'm not too happy about the pink. In the picture it was a lot brighter, more of a dusty rose. In the picture it was like a screaming pink. That's why I went for it. Well, it's too late now. I got her. That's good news though. Right on. Okay, it's coming from Pitney Bowes. Oh, thermometers. I had to buy some digital thermometers for the barn to keep track of the temperature. And you wouldn't believe it, this guy had them on eBay, and as soon as I saw them I knew right away what a deal it was. They were $13, guys. They sell them on the website. These are scientific thermometers. They're worth $100 a piece. And the guy, who knows, he probably used to work at the company, stole them, but these are the high-tech calibratable thermometer, which I needed one for the barn because I kept buying those $9.99 cheap ones, and they don't last. Well, every year I have to buy another $9.99 cheap one. So when I saw this deal, I was like, okay, this is what I need. Especially like for $13 US. I think grand total for 2 of them it was $30 with the shipping. It was a good deal. Right on. Because I needed that for the barn, for the little ducklings, to keep track of the temperature in there. Just lots of stuff showing up with the ducks. Oh yeah, I bought myself a magnifying glass because when I was trying to read that sea foam, and my magnifying glass was all scratched to crap and it wasn't strong enough. So this one is a 10 power. It's serious. Oh wow, yeah, it's let me see. Oh yeah, you can really, That's wicked. It was, believe it or not, they mailed this to me from China for $7. Postage included. It was $5.99 US. It was 7 Canadian is what it came out to. China, eh? Everything's from China. I actually looked for a North American magnifying glass because I wanted actually a bigger one than this, diameter wise. And I thought, okay, there's got to be somebody in North America that makes them. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sad. It's actually really sad. You can't buy anything made in North America now. So now I can see fine print. Okay, what is this? Oh, it's a memory card. Okay, somebody, it's an eBay purchase. I'm pretty sure it's eBay. Let me just take a look with my magnifying glass. Yeah, guys, it's an eBay purchase. And it doesn't say who it's from. Yeah, I'm an Argam Matusia Evolution Services. Yeah, it doesn't. It's from. It looks like eBay merchandise, or is it eBay? Oh, there's a packet slip. Maybe the packet slip will tell us who it's from. Okay. Packet slip is the same as the label. Yeah. It doesn't say who it's from. So somebody out there sent me a massive memory card, 128 gig. 80 megabytes per second, high speed. So whoever you are, thank you. That's the biggest memory card I've ever had. I usually tap out at 64 gigs. So whoever you are, thank you. Took the thermometers out of the box here, and I look and I'm like, oh, pretty high tech. You got a little calibration certificate saying that it was done, and then it says it was certified on the 2011, has to be done again in 2013. And I put the batteries in, and look at that. It's defective. It doesn't read the probe temperature. It's got the bottom temperature, but it doesn't have the probe temperature. And this is why I guess it was $13, and they normally charge like $100 for them. Well, I'll be contacting that eBay seller. So let's see what this one does. Unbelievable. You know, this is the thing about eBay. You can score the most wickedest deals, and you know, just be laughing all the way to the bank. Okay, this one's working, but the top displays is not the best, and there's no film on it to take off. So this one sort of works, and this one definitely doesn't work. I'm going to try brand new batteries, because if the units were tested in 2011, chances are the batteries have been sitting inside them for the last 5 years, sitting in some shelf somewhere. Well, I took out the old battery, put a new Duracell in. It doesn't make a difference. The display is a little bit foggy. And this one put a new battery in it, and the probe is still not reading. Nothing. So defective. So I'm going to have to contact that seller. The thing is I want another one. I don't want a refund. I actually want another unit. What a shame. It's like it's sort of working, but the temperature doesn't even jive, because if you look here, it's 22.1 on the probe on this one. The temperatures are way off. They should be almost identical. Okay. Technical difficulties on the new purchase. So it's not a battery problem, it's a unit problem. Now I know why it was so cheap. The guy really should have tested them before he mailed them out. When I sell stuff on eBay, guys, I freaking test everything, because I tell you something, I learned, you know, I've shipped like over 40,000 items on the internet, and I learned really early on my internet career of selling things, it's cheaper to test it and throw it in the garbage in the office, because I was in my office at the time, than it was to mail it to somebody, have them test it, to only have to refund the purchase price plus the postage to mail it to them to throw it out. But some people don't understand that, you know, when they're selling online, that it's better to test it at home and throw it in your own garbage than pay the postage to have somebody throw it in their garbage. Okay, well, we got one thermometer. Doug wants to come back outside.
You're not coming out, Doug. You're bugging me because you can smell my supper. I'm reheating it in the microwave.
Let's go put the ducks in. It's getting later and later every night, guys. It's 9:15, or 9:15, I should say. We're gonna go around the back side of the house with lighting, or I should say the front of the house. All right, ducks. No, it looks like they're all. Oh, they're at the front of the pen. The other night, guys, when it was raining, I was out here at 9:30 running around trying to get them in the pen, and they wouldn't go into the pen. Oh, they're all at the front of the gate. All they wanted to do was run around and drill in the lawn with the rain. Oh, this is easy tonight. Far too easy, actually. Thought I was going to get a bit of a show. Get wrong way. Duck, why would you come out? The lights. They come towards the light. Turn the light off. Okay, go into the pen. Okay, Muscovies, what's going on? Get in the pen. Oh, I don't believe this. Okay, what are you doing? Get in. Oh, I need my herding sticks. Get in. Okay, they won't go in. Come on, Muscovy. That is the most bizarre thing. That was totally weird, guys. I've never seen the Muscovies not go into the pen like that. When you stare at the camera with the light in your face, you can't hear it, can't see anything. Listen to that, eh? Loons. It sounds like a standoff between the loons and the geese. Are they ever loud tonight? Okay, now they've stopped. All right, that's it for tonight, guys. And don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends and enjoy the show.